Alright guys, this is Gwam doing Dawn War 1 commentary here. I've actually had a match here versus a good friend, I'm not sure how to pronounce his names, like Illuvatarr. And apologies if I get that wrong because I'm a terrible pronunciation of course. And I'm playing, we had a couple of games here, some pretty fun games. This is probably the best one out of the lot. I'm playing Necron here. And Illuvatarr is actually, he's went for Sisters of actually he went random so he did, and he got Sisters of Battle, so pretty bad for him because I'm pretty sure he doesn't actually know how to use them very well. He's never actually used that race before, so it wasn't so good. Like, but it turned out to be a pretty good match anyway. So I've got Necrons. I've played Necrons a good bit. Not too sure about them. I've used them against the computer, but I've never played them versus another human player, which is a bit of a problem because of the fact that a decent player would be able to micro around, and it won't be as effective against them. So I'm not sure what's a good build for Necrons. Like, I've just went just sort of standard plasma generator stuff, and and I don't build any towers or for defense or anything, which I'm pretty sure is fairly standard if you're getting harassed or not. But I'm not entirely sure. And I see here the Illuvatarr. He's gonna kick my ass for that. He's went for like the pristine sanctuary, so it's gonna allow him to get Surfing Squad out, so I'm going to see probably some harass coming fairly soon. Although I think the build requires you can build both of them at the same time, so maybe a bit of mistiming there. You want to have both of them ready at the same time, so your first unit is the Surfing Squad. And while that's happening, I've got my second squad of warriors out here, just pushing up north. I sort of realised, like we were talking here, and he sort of said he was going to go for Seraphim's squad, so I'm sort of not sure if I should push out of my base too much because I'm pretty sure he's going to have harassment in it, and I don't have my summoning core out yet, so I can't teleport back if I need to. So I'm in two minds here at the moment about what to actually do here. And see here, he's actually pushing out with his cannon here. He's going to come down and do some harass. Not sure, it's not very effective against a couple of squads of warriors. Although I think I'm also getting my Necron Lord out myself, so should be able to handle the canonist without much problem. She's just capping his points now. Seems to be doing pretty well. I'm not sure if the timing's great or not. It's hard to tell actually because can't really compare with Necrons because Necrons are totally different. I haven't actually even captured 1 point yet. So I've got my Necron Lord here, and he's actually just literally just spawned there, and I was trying to get my summoning core up in time, but unfortunately I've been forced back by the canonist, and I've got my warriors standing around doing nothing as usual, so I'm just coming down now. Yeah, he's just bit slapping my my scarabs all over the place, and I was quite surprised here. It seems like the Necron Lord is actually quite powerful. Never actually thought he was so good in early game versus other heroes, but he seems to be holding his own against the Canonist, who I always thought was pretty nearly on par with the Force Commander, but maybe she is slightly weaker. And he's pretty bad micromanagement from me here. I sort of lose control of my scarabs. I'm not really sure which have them all. I've built too many of them basically, and I'm not sure which ones are assigned to which keys, so I'm sort of all over the place. And I've actually got some Seraphim squad coming here, although they are pretty late at this point. I think, as I said, with the cannons coming out, it slowed down the first squad pretty much, and it's probably allowed me to not lose my entire scarabs to harassment. But the harassment's going to begin now, that's for sure. I'm sort of slowly getting my warriors down to try and help. My Necron Lord's getting a bit of a beating there, so I've actually just teleported him out of the fight. And this Scarab's actually dead. Unfortunately, we didn't have any reinforcements there, so it actually died after the first one went down. I've finally got my summoning core finished, so if I need to teleport, I will have it ready. I'm just starting to, I'm starting to hit max with my two Necron squads here. I was trying to build a third Necron squad, but it took me a while to actually get the listening posts, so I could actually use the flipping, get the extra population cap, so I could use them. Unfortunately here, he's left the sisters. It almost lost the squad there, so he's quite fortunate to make it out at all there. Hello. No, he's still alive, so that's not too bad. I'm sure he's probably reinforcing that squad now. Fortunate for me, I never actually took that out because it gave me a bit of a headache here later on in the fight. I'm not doing much with my scarabs here, and he's actually taking them out, so that's pretty poor for myself. Although I've just teleported in with my Necron squad here, so I'm going to try and fight these guys off. And while that's happening, he's taking all his points. Like so, as a common, he's probably pretty rocking right now. He's probably got a good lot of requisition coming in. He's just teleporting around my base, just jumping around my base, being a bit of a pain. So yes, I can't really. You see how slow these Necrons are. Just I sort of have to limp over towards them, and you probably just jump away when they get close. As most of you are probably aware, the Seraphim have the added advantage of they don't lose any accuracy when they're on the move, so they do maximum damage while they're doing that, while they're moving backwards. So I'm still taking full damage there from them retreating. And stupid of me again, I haven't actually reinforced this Scarab, so it looks like I've lost our Scarab squad. I've actually upgraded the listening post here, which I found is quite helpful because I need just to help defend my base. And he's actually jumped out there, but it's just a small reprieve because I'm sure he's going to be out there very soon. And he's quite wisely took his Canoness here and actually hit her from the fight because she was quite low in hit points, like. So he probably get some more hit points for her and then get her back into the fight. He probably should. He has map control at the moment, so I think he probably could have been better off taking some of these critical locations if he had like a spur regiment, a spur missionary just to do that. Because I can't. I'm sort of forced into defend my base at the moment. Although I have got my third squad of warriors, like, so I'm starting to mass up pretty well. Starting to get the the Doom Walk or the Death March, starting to come into effect. So if any guys have any, and although he doesn't actually play any Sisters of Battle mainly, but I think he's looking to become a better player, like. So I was trying to give him some sort of suggestions, but unfortunately, I'm not great myself, like, and some of the I'm not really used to some of the races he plays, like Eldar, and I think he was looking at Tau as well, maybe. But anyway, so I think he's in a bit of trouble here because he's got like one squad and they're pretty damaged. Like he's lost, and this other squad's like nearly dead entirely. And I've actually got some fled ones here, but fled ones are pretty strange because of the fact that they're so flippin' slow. Although they're absolutely lethal in combat. As I say, it's one of those situations where against the computer they're absolutely lethal, but against players who are macro the troops well, they're absolutely useless. Yeah, he's just like harassing some of my Scarab squads, and I'm a bit more aware, and I'm just spawning some guys here. I've hit that squad with that their obelisk attack, and I've got some fillet ones here, so I'm hoping he's not paying attention, and I can actually get them into hand-to-hand combat here. I'm actually kind of worried at this point during this fight. I'm sort of thinking like he spent a lot of time doing this here, like harassing me. Maybe he's taking up to get some sort of tanks at this point, which he actually has. He's building his manufactorum, so I'm kind of aware of it at the moment, and it's kind of worried me. Although he's going to lose his cannon here because I've got a shitload of troops firing at them, and looks like he has. So it wasn't the best move there. And this the Surfing squad's pretty weak, and another one's getting engaged by the fled ones. So at this point, I'm pretty confident that I'm not going to see much Surfing harass anymore. Or if I do, I'll be able to handle it, like, because I've got like the upgraded listening posts all like around my base, and I can teleport some squads back if I need to, like maybe just keep one squad behind. But as I'm saying, I'm a bit worried because I've spent a lot of time out there that he's had the opportunity to like capture, get complete map control, and I'm sort of worried he's going to start spamming some tanks at me soon. So I'm kind of worried here. In fact, I've actually got a squad of immortals just to help deal with any vehicles if he actually has them. And he's actually got the Malta pistol for his Seraphim leader, so that's pretty bad. And he's actually taking a lot of damage though as my Doom March just slowly goes past him here. So I'm actually going to push out here because, as I said, I'm kind of worried about possible technology he has. But he's actually jumped right into my base, and I've just hit him with the listening post, so that's quite nice. Like, it seems to do a good bit of damage. But although I think, to be honest, I'd probably prefer more sustained damage like the listening post. But it's hard to know how the actual DPS works out. Like, just requires a bit more macro to actually pay attention. And there's another one firing at the other squad. That squad's very weak, and I've actually teleported one of my Necron warrior squads back to my base to help fight off. And I've actually got race out. I don't usually build a race against a computer, but I think it might help against the speedy sort of Seraphim. I know I haven't actually upgraded the first sort of buff for them, so they're pretty weak at the moment. And he's got a Seraphim squad hanging out here, so I'm pretty sure he's going to send those in the left flank here in no time. But I'm just charging up into this base here. Fled one's slow. This army's so bloody slow. It's taking ages to get up. Although the Lord's actually up, but he's pretty low hit points. And lucky enough for me, I haven't seen any vehicles coming out yet, so it's not too bad. I'm not sure. He only built one power plant, so he's probably he needs to probably get some more power plants to actually help him get vehicles out. Strangely enough, I've seen some of my squads seem to be heading back. I'm not sure why that is. I don't actually remember them telling him to do that. Bit of bad micro here from him as well. He should have actually probably got these into the fight, or either get them into the fight or help defend his base or whatever. But I'm not even paying attention to this Doom March. I'm not even microing these guys. I just move them up into his base here at this point. And although he's wisely here, I think this is a very good move he did here. In fact, it took me a while to sort of realize this. His pistols are surprisingly good against buildings, and he's actually took out like 2 of my power plants at this point, and I'm sort of took me a while to realize how good that was, because I was sort of happy enough just to leave him in there until I sort of seen the damage he was doing. And here we go. He's got another Seraphim squad here. I'm sort of hoping he doesn't have that leader